Hello, everybody. My name's Jeremy Agnew, and I'm the creator and host of the Grimdark History Podcast for this channel. So I just wanted to let you know, if this is your first time checking the channel out, you may want to be wondering, what is it about? What we do here is a little bit of history and a little bit of popular fiction. So you might be reading a story or popular novel series, and in that novel, it might mention a person or place or time from our own history that's part of that work of fiction's own lore or canon. And you may wonder, what is that right? Is it accurate? How much is the author, maybe not letting the facts get in the way of a good story, or how much of it is as close to reality as what we know about that today? So this is what this podcast does. It takes a look at those little pieces of lore that's in popular fiction that comes from our own history. Maybe Julius Caesar, maybe Alexander the Great, maybe a historical time and place. And within that lore, it's just part of the history of the book and fiction. So we take a look at that. We take a look at the reality of the actual history as we understand it, and then we compare and contrast the two of them and see if we can draw any fun or interesting conclusions about any of that. For our first season, what we're doing is we're taking a look at the lore of the Warhammer 40,000 universe. Popular fiction. It's a tabletop game. There's lots of novels about it. There's a television series, an animated series. There's just tons and tons of content. It's got a huge fan base. I'm one of those fans. So I thought we'd start there with a piece of popular fiction I'm pretty familiar with, and we'll get a chance to explore the history of that popular fiction. So season one is all about all the times and places that the Warhammer 40,000's Emperor of Mankind appeared throughout our own history. So you don't need to necessarily be a fan of the fiction to be entertained by our season one. That's really just an excuse for us to talk about history and take a look at it from an interesting perspective of what is the daily life for an everyday person during that time and place. What was that historical person like, and what was the time and people like around them? And then we just compare that to the lore, and maybe that gets you interested in history, maybe it gets you interested in the lore that we're taking a look at. Either way, it's a win-win, and I hope you're entertained, and I hope you join me on this show. Thank you very much. Catch you soon, next episode.